Good morning. How is everyone today? It's another week. It's nice and sunny outside and I'm really happy to be here. Sarah Hopkins here from Hibiscus Neuro Rehab on the Hibiscus Coast in Auckland, New Zealand. If you haven't met me yet, today is our final video, number 7 in our Neuroplasticity Series. And it's my favorite topic. So we're going to be discussing difficulty and challenge within rehab to create neuroplasticity. Now, when we're trying to make changes with the brain, we need to get our brain doing new tasks. If we're not learning the new things and we're always doing the same thing, whether that's a new rehab task or relearning a task that you could do previously, it needs to challenge the system so that we can actually make changes. If we just keep doing the same things all the time, then we're not going to make changes with our brain. We're just strengthening pathways that are already there currently. So it's not only to make therapy more effective, it's also going to make therapy more enjoyable, or learning those new tasks more enjoyable when you can make them difficult and challenging. And yes, it is hard to get outside that comfort zone and try those new things and make it difficult when we can do things and they're easy. But it's one of the best ways we can make those changes within the brain that we need to. Okay, so why is making tasks difficult and challenging really important? Well, we know when the brain is challenged, and if you think back to a time when you've learned a new skill or a task, think a musical instrument, learning to drive the car, learning a new language, or even something simple, or not simple as my kids think, as tying your shoelaces. When you're learning that new skill, your brain has to be more engaged. You're having to use more thought. You're having to be more cautious and careful with what you're doing. So you're actually using more of your brain to do that task. And therefore you're more attentive and you're actually going to get those pathways strengthened because you are having to put more time, energy, and thought into the task. So that's one of the reasons why making it challenging and difficult is going to help create that neuroplasticity. Because we know those neurons that fire together wire together. It also creates more automaticity. Now, try and say that word 3 times fast. When we practice something, we will often get people to do 2 things at once, or more than 2 things at once. The reason is we have only a finite resource of our attention centers. And when we're practicing more than one thing at a time, our brain has to prioritize what it attends to. And therefore, it then forces the other parts of the activity into our procedural memory centers or memory storage where we can do them automatically. Take walking and talking, for instance. If you had to walk and talk at the same time and had to attend to both of them, you would have to be thinking about how you're placing your foot, where you're stepping, and how to form the words. So you can see that we often do these tasks without thinking about them, and that's because they're automatic. So when we challenge someone and make a task more difficult by adding a dual task or multiple tasks to that, we're creating movements that become more automatic because you're having to attend to the new difficult task rather than, say, you're walking, if that's what we're working on. We know if we challenge you with your rehab, you'll gain your skills faster. And also by making it more fun, difficult, and challenging, you're more engaged in what you're doing and it's more enjoyable. So hopefully you get some more benefit out of your therapy. Although I know when we do challenge people and it is really tricky, you want to get out of that uncomfortableness. But just remember that when you are in that uncomfortableness of doing those hard tasks, you are going to make those changes that you want to achieve your goals. So that's the end of our neuroplasticity series. If you have watched them all, great. If you haven't, please go back and watch all 7 videos to really understand what we're trying to do when we're creating a rehab program, making it intensive, lots of repetitions, the frequency that you need, the timing of therapy, and making it difficult and challenging. So putting those, and most of all, making it meaningful, understanding what is that carrot that drives you and motivates you to make these changes. So hopefully you'll get some out of that. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to pop them in the comments below, or I want you to really send me an email, sarah@hibiscusneurorehab.co.nz, or you can always check out our website for more information as hibiscusneurorehab.co.nz too. Okay, you have a great day, and I will see you next week with a brand new topic. Okay, bye.